Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
He's got a gun, he's got a gun, he's got a gun. Shots fired.
It is breaking news we have been following all afternoon.
County shots fired on it. County, I'm hit.
We are hearing that their injuries are non-life threatening.
It's a traumatic event for everybody involved.
Suspect is down.
And I hope those guys are able to process it and come back to work and continue to do a good job that they've done for years here in Logan County.
We're hearing from the Logan County Sheriff there after two of his deputies were shot in the line of duty. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Amanda Taylor.
And I'm Carl Torp. Both men are now out of the hospital and with their families. The suspect is dead. Jim Garner was above the scene in Bob Mills, Sky News 9 near Midwest Boulevard and Seward Road around 2:30 this afternoon. So far, the sheriff's office has not released the names of the deputies or the suspect involved.
Our Elizabeth Fitz leads our team coverage with the latest on the shooting. She is live at the Logan County Sheriff's Office. Elizabeth?
Amanda, Carl, Logan County Sheriff's Office tells me this all started with an argument between a couple, which Sheriff Damon Devereaux says is the most dangerous kind of call they take.
He's got a gun, he's got a gun, he's got a gun. Shots fired.
This frantic message by Logan County Sheriff's Office deputies happened moments before shots rang out on Wednesday afternoon.
Contact Logan County that's had a shots fired and a deputy hit. Find out where that is.
At approximately 1:35, dispatch received a call of a verbal domestic. Upon officer's arrival, made contact with a female inside the residence. She shut the door. At that point in time, the guys started to walk around the back of the residence, started taking gunfire.
Not just one deputy, but two were hit.
I had another deputy that was on the other side of the house that fired his weapon. The suspect is deceased. You know, anytime there's a loss of life, you know, people are suffering because of it, and it's just a sad day.
The sheriff's office says the suspect was in his 40s. As for the couple,
they're married. Allegedly, they're in the process of separating or have separated. I'm unsure at this point who actually is the resident here, if they're both still living here or if one has moved out. We're still working on those details.
Both deputies were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
They're going to investigate it to the extent to make sure that there's no lasting deal. One of them's got some vision problems, so that's going to be something that they really look at to determine if they've got any damage to the eye and stuff like that. But they're survivable injuries, so I thank God for that.
The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation is investigating the incident, but the district attorney's office will also have a chance to review it. Amanda.
Okay, Elizabeth, and we know both deputies. They were originally rushed to OU Health for treatment. Our Jordan Frimstead is live in our newsroom with more on their recovery. Jordan.
Amanda, good evening. The Logan County Sheriff's Office says both deputies are doing well physically. However, mentally, it will take some time for them to heal.
The ensemble of nature and the echo of the back roads. The routine rhythm of life in rural Logan County.
I just responded to a verbal domestic in progress.
However, Wednesday afternoon's tune changed into a call for help.
He's got a gun, he's got a gun, he's got a gun. Shots fired.
They started taking gunfire.
County, I'm hit. County shots fired on it.
A couple's argument
Two of my deputies were shot.
became a gun battle in seconds.
I think I hit him.
It's a traumatic event for everybody involved.
County, give me some units out here.
Deputy's been hit by some shots on the domestic.
Domestic is the most dangerous situation we could be in.
Logan County Sheriff Damon Devereaux was at his late friend's funeral when he got the news.
My heart sunk.
These calls erode old scars.
And the last time I got that call was when we lost Deputy David Wade.
Law enforcement around the state is grieving the loss of a Logan County deputy.
This moment reminds Devereaux of his late colleague David Wade, who lost his life 8 years ago while he was serving an eviction notice.
He went down as a warrior in my book.
This time, Devereaux learned his deputies walked away.
I think I said a prayer at that point.
With minor injuries.
That's a good thing. By the grace of God, they're doing well.
Still, a sharp pain pierces his heart.
Suspect is down.
For the suspect's family.
It's just a sad day.
This scene affects so many people beyond the crime tape.
I got a text from my daughter that said, "Just retire, Dad, please, just retire."
But Devereaux understands their purpose.
And it's one of those things, if we don't do it, who's going to do it?
To answer the call.
County, give me some units out here.
In Logan County, Jordan Frimstead, Oklahoma's own.
That's what we do.
News 9.
Again, both deputies are home with their families tonight. Sheriff Devereaux says the deputies will receive counseling and be placed on leave while the investigation takes place.
And again, the sheriff's office has not named the deputies involved, but we do know they have been with the agency 4 years. Sheriff Devereaux says that one of them is a captain who's been with the agency for more than 20 years. The other deputy has been with the sheriff's office for about 5 years after coming from a different agency. Oklahoma Attorney General Gettner Drummond says that his prayers are with both deputies, and he commends the quick actions of all law enforcement officers who responded quickly and courageously today.
We are following some more breaking news right now. Oklahoma City police are on the scene of a shooting near Northwest 16th and Classen. A heavy police presence right there. What we've been told is one victim had to be rushed to the hospital. We don't have any word yet on how they're doing. And we're still waiting to hear about a suspect. No word yet on who they're looking for. We'll share any updates as we get them here on News 9 during this newscast, and of course on our News 9 app as well. The fate of a man accused of kidnapping and raping a Lyft driver will now be decided by a jury. Investigators say Andre Hunter threatened to kill the victim and sexually assaulted her at a Dale City playground last April. He was in court today. He was expected to take a blind plea, but decided to go ahead and go to trial at the last minute.
The victim was here. She was ready to give a statement. It's not only frustrating for our office, but it's also very frustrating for the victim.
Hunter's trial date has been set for August 25th. The state medical examiner's office identifies remains found in Pottawatomie County as Jeremy Dixon. The county sheriff's office says Dixon was last seen in Shawnee in March of 2023. Deputies say his remains were found near U.S. Highway 177 and Tucker Road 2 weeks ago. That's near Tecumseh. An investigation is underway into his death.
It is going to be a long day again tomorrow for tornado victims in Owasso and Tulsa County. City and county crews are helping to get the power lines back up, clean up debris, and put tarps on roofs. Many people are stunned by the damage from this morning's tornado.
My parents have lived here in this house for 40 years, and my mom keeps saying nothing like this has ever happened. Never. It's always gone around us. We've never had to do this. And so it's just one of those freak things that happens.
Owasso police say they haven't had any reports of injuries caused by that tornado. Governor Kevin Stitt now says that he is considering getting rid of Oklahoma Forestry Services. Just last week, the governor fired the agency's head, Mark Goler, citing poor response to last month's wildfires. Stitt says forestry makes up 33% of the agriculture department's budget, so cutting that will save the state money.
That'd save $75 million for the taxpayers, or let's take $50 million of that and let's give it to our local firefighters. Let's give it to our volunteer fire departments, the folks throughout the state that are actually already there doing this, because the bureaucracy in Oklahoma City let our local folks down.
And Goler says he was falsely accused of not performing his necessary duties during the wildfires.
The State Department of Health says OU children may have been exposed to measles. The agency says the person was contagious when they were there at the hospital on March 23rd. OU Health says they are working on contact tracing to keep patients and staff safe. Oklahoma now has 8 confirmed and 2 probable measles cases.
There's a new state petition effort to legalize recreational marijuana for Oklahomans 21 and up. Oklahomans responsible for Cannabis Action says it's working to get a state question on the ballot. Voters rejected a similar state question in 2023. Meanwhile, there is a Senate bill going through the state House that could make it more difficult to file petitions like that. If passed, anyone who collects signatures would need to be a registered voter in Oklahoma. The bill would also put a cap on the number of signatures coming from one county. A House committee will hear the bill Monday.
Viewer video shows a school bus right on its side in a crash today along I-35 near Pauls Valley. We did check with Pauls Valley Superintendent. Dr. Brett Knight says this bus is not one of theirs. He says it was picked up in Texas and then was being taken to another state. We have reached out to OHP. We have yet to learn what led to the crash.